Good morning. You didn't get to see me spray wheat yesterday for a couple of reasons. The main one being that when I went to the field with a sprayer, the camera was resting comfortably on the trailer where I loaded the chemicals. So that was really the main reason. But also because it's the first time spraying wheat and it's the first time I've ever sprayed mature wheat since I've started farming for myself. I did years and years and years ago when I was in high school, sprayed with an old John Blue pull-behind sprayer with 30-foot booms on a tractor. Not that this is really any different than spraying anything else, but I just wanted to be extra cautious because we do have a full viable crop. Don't want to make any mistakes. So running that first tank alone without the camera honestly was probably a good thing, just to double check, make sure everything was good. So anyway, we still have like 50 some acres of spray. I'm getting ready to head out and do that now. And hey, now you guys get to come with me because I will remember to take the camera, I promise. But for right now, I got to help Eugene put the belt on the Firetruck so the alternator does its thing. Because right now we're running off of the boost box. Again, testament to how well those boost boxes work. We're running the truck off of it up and down the road.
So you can't do that.
That's not tight.
There we go.
There, go ahead. I got it. You don't need to.
Tight enough?
Yeah, that's tight. All right, that's it. Just like that, the wheat is done. Now the only thing left to do with it is harvest it. Hopefully. That should be it. I'm pretty sure that's all. It was a hectic day yesterday. You got to see the wheat, finish it up. And in that one shot, you got to see something very unique, which was how close to the ocean we are. I took the drone pretty high to show, for one, our proximity to the Assawoman Bay. That farm is literally on the bay. And then right behind the Assawoman Bay, you could see Ocean City and the Atlantic Ocean. That farm is also, I'm sure you saw in the aerial shot, there was a lot of areas that did not have anything growing in it. And that farm has two big issues, the largest of which is deer. Deer absolutely decimate crops there. And it's getting to the point where that farm is no longer worth farming, hardly. The one landowner will let me shoot deer damage, but the one will not. So we just fight it every year. I mean, there's dozens upon dozens of them go out there and they just decimate the crop. The other issue is that farm also has poor drainage. We have dug a new ditch, which greatly improved the one farm. I mean, if we hadn't done that, there probably wouldn't have been a wheat crop at all out there. Now, we did have a very, very, very wet winter that we typically wouldn't see that amount of rain. And it was wet fall and wet winter both, all the way up into spring. I mean, we just had records amounts of rainfall. Well, Eugene has decided to start a project. While I was spraying wheat, he has been working on converting the planter over to planting soybeans. And we won't need it for our conventional beans, but for the no-till beans and wheat stubble, we need these No-Till Coulters. And what they do is they pre-slice the ground for the disc openers to allow the seed to drop to the depth we want. These were what was on there. As you can see, they are just a little wore out. So we had to take those off, and he's putting the new ones on, which I'm getting ready to jump in and help him with that. You need another disc?
Yeah, I found one bearing you might want to get on the way.
Okay. The No-Till Coulters and these trash whippers are aftermarket. They're from a company called Yetter. The planter is a white, which Agco owns. You can obviously see where the Yetter stuff is, it's black, the white stuff is red. But all the rows have it. Oh, so I've already started one. Let's jump in here. Okay, Eugene had to leave us, so what you didn't see because the GoPro died was we went ahead and finished converting the planter over for soybeans. That involves taking off the row marker sections, which these sections just extend the row markers out for when we're planting 12-row corn. And we also took off the wheels that we don't need, the lift wheels, because when we're planting soybeans, we don't unfold it. And what happens is, I'll show you where the wheel goes. Those were the lift wheels out on the wings, and we removed them because when we're planting soybeans, what happens is that row right there, as we're planting beans, this wheel runs over top of it. Now last year it really wasn't an issue. We kind of split a field in half, and it didn't really seem to affect anything as far as the plants coming up, but it was also a very dry field. So if we have a situation where we're planting and the conditions are a little wet, we just don't want to pack the ground over top of that bean, because beans can struggle to get that cotyledon out of the soil. And we'll show you that after the beans start coming up. But the way a bean works is the actual bean unfolds and pushes itself up through the surface of the soil. So anytime you have a crust or compacted ground, soybeans sometimes will not grow up, they'll turn back down and then they die. So anyway, that's why we took those off. This is what the row markers look like without the add-on section for making it 12-row, 30-foot planter. Just simply take off that piece right there off of the extensions, and it slides right in here. And then when they fold up, it looks like that. Okay. And when we're planting soybeans, the planter will stay just like this. We don't unfold it. It looks identical. So that's what's unique about this planter is we can unfold it and do 12 rows of 30-inch corn, or while it's folded up, because the rows sit between one another, we could do 15-inch soybeans and plant 17.5 feet wide, 15-inch soybeans, or 13 rows, however you want to look at it. All the no-till coulters are done. I got to lift this thing up, move it out of the way so I can clean up the floor and all the old coulters. That's all done. All the seed plates have been changed out for soybeans. So the corn plates are 30 cells, so there's 30 little holes for the corn to sit in. The soybean plates are 60 cells, so there's 60 holes for them to sit in. So that's it. It's been a full couple days. I'm ready to kick up my heels and have some fun. We're starting to grow. It's getting exciting. I'm actually starting to get a lot more outreach from not only local farmers, but farmers from across the country. So I'll be honest with you, it's really neat interacting and seeing what they do and just chit-chatting. It's fun. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. As always, if you like what you saw, please subscribe, share, tell your friends. You know, if you want to rent a billboard and broadcast us on a billboard, that's cool too. You know, who am I to say no? Anyway, thank you all for watching. Goodbye from Delmarva, Shorebilly Farmer, out. You need new nuts?
Yeah.
Huh?
I don't feel nothing wrong with it. It's just tight. Yeah, I got new nuts. These are locking nuts too. Do you have any?
It depends on the size.